Are we recording?
We're recording? Okay. Awesome, perfect. So today, I kind of want to talk about having a active subconscious mind when you're trying to trade, right? What I mean by that is like when a lot of people trade, they're looking at the charts and they just want to get in the charts. They want to trade because they want to trade, right? There's no plan. Of course, there's a game plan to make money at the end of the day, but like there's no plan on what you should be focusing on. And I think that's very important because let's say for example now when we talk about having a subconscious feeling about the charts, it also means that you have this instinct of where price is going to move, when it's going to move, on what pair it's going to move, right? And the best way to really understand that is to really focus on maybe one or two pairs a day, right? Because here's what happens. Let's say, for example, we choose gold, right? You choose gold, you're like, okay, I'm going to trade gold. And if you're going to trade gold, now you also have to identify that, okay, at what time of the day are you going to trade gold? Whether it's going to be pre-New York, New York Open, NYSE, London close, what time do you trade gold? Because the more you look at one trading instrument, let's say whether it's gold, euro dollar, pound yen, pound dollar, whatever that is, right? When you focus on one trading instrument at, let's say, 2 hours of the day at the same time, you're going to start to understand how it really moves during that time, what moves it has, what kind of like an effect does New York Open has, what effect does NYSE Open has on that specific pair. And when you start to understand that, then slowly and gradually, let's say after 3-4 months time, you understand that, okay, if gold is consolidating, let's say at pre-New York, maybe it's going to have a volume move at NY Open. And then you start to understand, once you start to understand that, you learn about that, you make notes, and over time, it becomes a part of your subconscious mind, right? A really good example is, when we tie our shoes. Right now, when we tie our shoes, we don't even think about it. We just if we're talking to each other, we're just going to tie our shoes. Why? Because it's a part of our subconscious mind. We've done it so many times. We've done it so many times that now it's just embedded in us to know how to do that, right? Now, when you're, let's say, for me example, right? I like to trade momentum pushes when there's a lot of volume, price is going to move up, price is going to come down, and then there's an 80% chance it's going to retest the high it made when it moved up, right? And if I understand that move has the probability of success, let's say, it's going to retest the high, not 80, let's say 65% of the time. And every time that I'm going to see that move happen or that market structure formed, I'm going to execute on it. Why? Because I've seen it happen a lot of times in London sessions, in pre-New York, New York Open, and when I've seen that a lot of times, now it has become a part of my subconscious mind, right? So subconsciously, I'm just waiting for that specific pattern to happen. Like right now, right? Pound yen has made a low. It's about to move down. We're at 155.490, and I know, we've made a new low. We just need to retrace and retest that low. So when you're trading, when you're trying to execute trades, just don't trade because you want to trade, right? Don't overtrade. Don't over risk. Look at one currency pair for maybe 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months if you can, and only look at that pair at a specific time, at a specific window. Only look at that pair, and then slowly you're going to understand that, okay, it's making certain moves at NY Open, it's making certain moves at NYSE Open. If it didn't move on news, maybe the market is waiting for news to get absorbed and then move, right? It's very important, very crucial that you focus on small, specific moves that happen almost every day at the same time, right? Other than that, man, listen, if it's not a part of your subconscious mind, things are going to get really, really, really difficult, Now, I know a lot of people have gone through hell with their trading account in 2019 and 2020 and 2021, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I 100% understand that a lot of people watching right now, you've been through up and down, up and down, up and down, looking at different strategies, different indicators, different way of trading, this and that, signal services. No. It's 2022, and you got to make a change. For whatever that you've been doing for the past 2 years, 1 year, 1.5, obviously that's not working. You're not seeing a change. You just see the same process happening over and over and over again. So it's time to make a change, because if you don't make a change, you're never going to see a change, right? Whether it's a change through a brokerage, whether it's a change to a new mentorship program, it's not going to work, right? Because you need to really learn the way price action moves on your pair. If you can learn that well enough, its moves are just going to become a part of your subconscious mind. And when it becomes a part of your subconscious mind, man, trading becomes easy, stress-free, no anxiety at all, because you're patient, you're clear-headed, you understand what you're looking for. So hopefully, like, we can only give our advices. Hopefully we all can make a change and we can see a change. Let's see how this goes.